Sign of the Times, episode 56, from an undisclosed woodland area. QT Volk's favorite setting for the Sign of the Time. He loves the woodland areas. Loves them. The only thing he loves more than a woodland area on the Sign of the Times is Terry, General of the Northern Army's Brummage, to whom he is betrothed. Apparently they're going to elope. That's what I've been told. But for the people that love the snaps, business card of Kacee Carlisle, whom I love. I do. The fine people at Equilibrium Pro Wrestling, who on the 30th have a toy drive / wrestling event in Tacoma, Washington. Not like the back of a Tacoma Toyota pickup truck. So that'd be weird, even for this industry. The Facebook, the Formspring, the YouTube, which you're probably watching right now as we speak. Right now. Otherwise, it's a little bit awkward. But not. And the Twitter, where you can follow me, but not literally, like Stompin' Steve Stalker follows Dylan Bostic and Stompin' Steve and countless other OVW stars. Who knows who all that person follows? But it's weird. It's weird. And the fine people over at Sidekick Comics, where, like, if you needed a comic book, say, like, the 3rd issue of Superman, they could probably find it. Might cost you a few dollars. That man over there creating a real dynasty in comic book collections. Ask Beast Barnett. He's fired up on this comic book craze again. He's collecting all kinds of comic books. I don't know if he has like the RGs. Maybe he collects the Avengers. I don't know what all he has. But he's got a bunch. For the people that watch only for this purpose, Stompin' Steve, that broad there, and a top loader protected. Not gonna get dirt from the woodland area. Not gonna go all scratched up, like my eye if I'm roughing a match of hers. Seriously, how do you do that on a clothesline? Wow. And the star of the show, the reason most people watch, Kacee Carlisle, whom I love. Pictures available at CaceeCarlisle.com. And if you haven't done so, there's Halloween outfit pictures available at CaceeCarlisle.com. And my pheasant heaven, are they hot. You should grab 5 or 6, 7, 8. Send them out for Christmas gifts. I actually have Kacee Carlisle greeting cards this year. So if you're like on my greeting card list, you're going to get a Kacee Carlisle card. You can thank me in advance. I won't be offended with cash. But last week, wow, I really proved to Tommy C and Buddy Highway I don't clown around in matches. I do not. You choke someone on the ropes, I'll just doink your butt right back to the dressing room. I'll call that match. Wow, that really happened. Really did. Yeah. So, this coming week, though, as we continue on with Dash Month, which has been highly successful with the likes of Dasher Hatfield and Dash Maverick, whom we had Friday. But this week, yeah, I'm not too busy this week. Saturday, being as I'm filming, not much going on. Sunday, don't really have anything. Monday, though, pretty much free. Tuesday, the lounge with Stevie Jonak. Don't know what Stevie's gonna do. Might have a guest, might not. But apparently, that broad there on the Brian and Vinny show. Brian and Vinny. Bringing her back. Stompin' Steve, I'm sure, has a subscription in place. Going to be listening. Going to be telling everyone, shut up, Lylah Lodge is on the Brian and Vinny show. We must hear her words because they are sacred. For she is our goddess. You know you are, Stompin' Steve. You know you are. And I can't believe those cupcakes actually come from Safeway. Homemade in the Safeway bakery by Safeway employees. $1 each for a $2 box. Wow. Shocking turn of events. But apparently that's alright. As long as you don't make a lodger doodle. Because those are religious artifacts to be worshipped, apparently. By some people. Giant guys. But moving on. Wednesday, don't really have much. Thursday, EQ Radio will be back. Home of shocking cupcake developments. EQ Radio, shocking cupcake development station. Maybe Josh will be back. I don't know where Josh was. We never did find Josh. He was just gone. Gone he was. Maybe he'll be back this week. Friday, though. On Friday, we have culmination of Dash Month. Devastatingly Handsome Dash Venture Solar. Always a bit of chaos when he's on the program. Last time he was on, we had like a takeover of the show. His brother, some broad, they all took over. At least we found out where Laramie Lexo is. That was the key thing to that program. Maybe this week we'll find out what happened to Twist. I don't know whatever happened to Twist. He just vanished. I think he came back for like a day and then he vanished again. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Devastatingly Handsome one will know. Because if he doesn't know something, he doesn't know nothing. I have heard that saying. Next Saturday, of course, SCW Hall of Fame. Once again, going to be inducting a lot of people. Marion Meat Gang, Smooth Steve Rush, Jimmy Skills, and the coup de grace, Jimmy Flame. Jimmy Flame going in the Hall of Fame. Because if they didn't have him in the hall, they might as well just not have it. That's all I got to say on that. I believe going to have Exile in a North American title defense. That's worth the price of admission right there, especially for you Exile fans. You know who you are. You know who you are. So everyone should check that out. Of course for Jimmy Flame, but stay for Exile. And at some point in the next week, I have it on good authority from a certain promoter. We'll be previewing Evolve 18. We're going to have some of the fine people at Evolve join us on an undisclosed as of right this second day. Preview the big Evolve show featuring Johnny Gargano versus Sami Callihan, which will be worth the price of the show right then and there by itself. Callihan Gargano should be huge. I don't know whom we'll have from the prime people at Dragon Gate to help us preview, but we will have someone. And I believe my Dragon Gate expert might be there. So, Dragon Gate / Evolve expert probably going to be on the show, which means Stompin' Steve will be listening. He'll be able to memorize the entire transcript. He'll probably type out the transcript, put it in museum quality glass, put it on his wall. Would not be surprised at all. And if the people at the Museum Quality Glass store on Thanksgiving didn't stop and give thanks to Stompin' Steve for keeping them in business single-handedly with the amount of pictures he encases in Museum Quality Glass to hang on his wall, then there's something wrong. Those Museum Quality Glass people should give thanks to Stompin' Steve every single day that they are employed solely to give him Museum Quality Glass portraits of all Lylah Lodge Facebook profile pictures and transcripts of all her interviews, apparently. And freakishly enough, all the Lodger doodles she ever made him, because I'm sure they're encased in Museum Quality Glass too. If you denied Stompin' Steve, I don't believe you. Don't believe you for a second. I know they're in Museum Quality Glass hanging on your wall. Sick freak. But apparently Stevie Jonas got a problem with you too. I watched last week's episode. Wow, was she ever angry. Wow, I can't believe you forgave that. That's pretty much the week. Dunked a couple guys back to the locker room for not breaking on 5. If you're going to cheat, you're going to be reborn back in the locker room. Because I'm not going to have you in the ring. That's what went down. Wow. Oh. Saturday, pretty much free. Sunday, not really doing anything. Monday, not much going on. Tuesday, the lounge, and Apparently some brought on the Brian and Vinny show. Does help you, Brian Alvarez. Does help you. Wednesday, I'm pretty much free. Thursday, EQ Radio. Maybe Josh will be back. Maybe Friday. Devastatingly Handsome One, Dash Venture Soul. So episode 6 pretty much.